You need the sound of my voice, I realized. I forgot to turn... Hello, everyone!
That probably helped.
Welcome. We're back with Ace Attorney streams. Wah! You were all banging on my door, telling me to stream this again. It's not true. No one said anything. And frankly, I'm disappointed.
Oh well.
Frankly, I'm disappointed that I didn't get swatted. In order to... by people demanding more.
They should.
What was that?
They should be.
Yeah. Anyway, we're getting into the final case for Ace Attorney Investigations, Turnabout Ablaze, with my good friends, Yessie and Duncan.
Hello.
Yeah, say hello.
Hello.
I have some new subscribers, so I'm doing kind of a pseudo intro. Also,
Nice.
It's been a bit.
Yep.
But let's enough talking. Let's go over to the game. Oh, there's the game.
Okay.
The game.
The final case of this particular game. So that should be fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I've been excited for this all week.
Yay.
So let's see how this opens up. Ablaze!
Oh my god.
Two cards. One of the black raven. One of the white raven. I didn't get to warm up my voice. A country torn in two. One to the west, and one to the east. When those which were split are made whole again, the truth will reveal itself. No, Edgy.
I love arson.
Edgeworth, don't do it.
No, edgy poo.
I was gonna say it. It's Yatagarasu is here. My God.
Yes. Yes.
This is so epic. You, accursed Yatagarasu. K. You. K.
This feels weirdly timed to have a stream like this right now when California's on fire.
Oh no.
That was just going through my head.
Japanifornia. Well, yeah, so now we know how the fire started.
Damn.
But seriously, I hope everyone's okay from that.
Yeah. I know there's
everyone's
been a
safe.
lot of really good aid efforts so far, which is nice to hear about. It's
Yeah.
nice to have
Yeah.
some good news.
I certainly hope it's going fine. I got family that lives around there, so
I hope they're okay.
yeah.
And now I get to relax and ease into the voice.
With your cup of tea.
With my cuppa tea. It's so
Cup of
nice,
tea.
almost dreamlike, to finally have the chance to relax and sip some tea.
Miles, you never say that.
Don't ever say that.
I'm sure nothing bad will ever happen again. Especially after what a whirlwind the past few days have been.
He's just gonna sit there and have a nice cup of tea.
Over the past week, at least 3 people have died, and I've seen it. No. Well, how many people have died? Anyway, I guess we'll go over it. On my return flight, I was dragged into a case involving an Interpol agent's murder.
That's one.
The next day, I investigated a kidnapping and murder at the Gatewaterland theme park.
That's 2.
And later that night, a detective's dead body welcomed me back to my office.
3.
3 dead bodies.
And there was a guy holding a gunpoint.
Along with a thief who was out to pilfer files related to a case from 10 years ago.
That's going in the Edgeworthisms, pilfer.
how did I manage to find myself in the middle of so many cases back to back? It's almost like I'm in some sort of investigations. An Ace Attorney investigations.
Will Smith comes out with a neuralizer.
Well, at least I have today. All I ask is that I be allowed to spend it quietly. All I ask is that I be allowed to jerk off in peace. God damn it!
Mr. Edgeworth! This is big. Big, I tell you.
In unrelated... It's somehow related to me jerking off in peace. Anyway.
Hey, what's wrong with you?
Oh, nothing. It was just, I was just about to jerk off. Sorry.
You're really committing to this bit, huh?
It's a good bit, right, Duncan?
What does a man have to do to get a piece of quiet around here?
Where's your enthusiasm?
And suddenly the phrase, the fragility of dreams, comes to mind.
What are you talking about, fragile dream? Come on, let's go! The freak Yatagarasu isn't just gonna find herself, you know.
Well, if you must know, it's possible that I was paid a visit last night by your fake.
Say what?
For real? Unfortunately for us, the thief managed to escape. But even now, we're still looking for this criminal. However, I must warn you that... Sorry, I must warn you that I was about to jerk off.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna stop this, because it's not funny. However, I've completely turned on my own bit. However, I must warn you that we've only had a few hours to search, so I must insist that you be patient on this one, Kay.
What's with you today? Are you sure that you aren't sleep talking to me right now? Anyway, I've got something much more important that I want you to see.
Oh yeah, you said you were basing this voice kind of off Tails after you saw the Sonic 3.
Yeah.
Me and Duncan we're looking at the voice actors for Marvel Rivals.
Uh-huh.
And that voice actress is one of the characters. Which one is she? Do you remember, Duncan?
Wasn't she Mantis?
Yeah, she was Mantis.
That checks out, yeah. That makes sense.
And I was just like, it's a small world.
So true.
Oh, and that is...
Take a look at this.
Oh, you hit me in the face with this. On March 14th.
Hey,
Pi Day.
Pi Day.
Yeah.
Pie Day!
I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. That's quite a bold
And eat some
declaration
pie.
to send to an embassy.
Oh no, they're going to publish to the embassy that Miles Edgeworth was trying to jerk off his
I was
office.
Oh my god.
I was gonna try and relate it. I was gonna be like, Miles is like, do you think someone was jerking off in the embassy?
I had to, it was too easy.
And Kay is all like, are you missing
Are
someone?
you okay?
Is there like someone in your life who's not around currently?
Who's that man?
It's okay, Kay. He was just really hoping the Phoenix would catch him in the act, because then it would be really nice and spicy.
Do you know that there's like I'm sure that there's like multiple fanfics.
Oh, I have no doubt.
I could open up AO3 right this second and like just throw a dart and have a fair chance of hitting one.
I
Start
suppose it
linking
was
him in the
inevitable.
comment section would be really funny.
Yeah, I suppose it was inevitable that a newspaper would catch wind of this. The date the cards mentioned
The
is
date the
today.
card mentions is today.
Fuck. Today, huh?
Come on, we've gotta hurry. The embassy awaits.
I suppose it is quite an urgent matter. However, do you know which country's embassy we should be investigating?
Well, it's some really special country, and I'm actually really fuzzy on the details.
Can I take a guess? Based on the fake countries that we've been introduced to in this game?
Oh yeah?
Sure.
what... I forget the like... basically Taiwan. Which
no,
one is it?
not Zhongfa.
Okay. Then there's Cadopian.
Also, I thought Zhongfa was supposed to be like China.
I think it's supposed to be more like Taiwan because it implies that it's like smaller, or maybe like Hong Kong.
Yeah, one of those.
You know, that does make more sense. That makes sense, yeah. Taiwan would make sense.
But never. Oh! Did you deliver this line?
But never mind that. Where's all your energy? Why are you so lackadaisical today?
I'm not Kay. You're just too wound up.
Well, then you should get to wound up too.
I was about to.
Because this test might be our chance to catch that woman.
You mean Miss You? The woman who killed Kay's father, Byrne Faraday, 7 years ago.
Nice little recap.
Yeah.
This would be a lot more annoying if we were playing this like the day after we did this stream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we would definitely be complaining.
Callisto Yu. She claimed to be the great thief Yatagarasu, and then disappeared from the courtroom.
Ugh, she makes me so mad, the phony. Everyone knows that the real Yatagarasu would never send something like a calling card. Until a company's underhanded dealings are made public.
Okay.
The target is always totally aware that their Yatagarasu is paid a visit. That's what makes the real Yatagarasu so awesome.
The Yatagarasu's card that's shown in this article, it looks to me as though it could be genuine. Genuine.
See, that's the thing. Whoever it is, that person isn't the real deal, but has the knowledge of the Yatagarasu. If this isn't a clue that that woman's involved, then nothing is. I love her little glove sprite.
Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay.
Out the door you go.
Tiny gloves. Wait, there are a few preparations I must make before we go.
Oh,
Hold on, let me bring the plot to a screeching halt. There's
I
something
want to get to
interesting
the embassy so I can have lines.
about this card we found last night, here in my office. It's of a different color than the one in the article, which makes me wonder why.
What's up? Any reason you're boring a hole through the newspaper with your eyes? Like laser vision?
No, no reason at all. Very well, seeing as how Miss Yu is also someone of a special nature to me, I agree there is some merit to be found in investigating this.
I knew you'd come around.
Never mind, we left. I thought they were gonna make me like walk around.
My day.
Theatrum Neutralis. Do we have a voice for
Oh,
this, or?
I think this is the Steel Samurai. I think.
Yep,
That's
that's Duncan.
you, Duncan. Oop. Pink Princess is you, yes. Oh god.
Ready to embark on our nightly mission.
And this is where our tale begins.
Woo! Oh, is that a...
That's it. There you go.
Okay. I wanted an entire Steel Samurai animated
Anime.
sequence. Yeah,
That would
anime.
be so fun.
Edgeworth is geeking out right now. He just isn't showing it.
What a coincidence. Who would have thought that a Steel Samurai stage show would ever be held at such an elegant theater inside a foreign embassy?
Yeah, the climax was really awesome. Steel
Line...
Samurai, Swifty She Flash.
Sorry. Climax is really awesome. The lines that
I know.
Edgeworth won't say because he can't cough in peace.
I got chills down my spine when he pulled that move out.
I suppose it really is more impactful to watch a show in person than on television. I know. I've watched many.
I have to say though, this embassy is set up kind of funny.
Funky.
I mean, they have two countries sharing the same building.
Well, as you said yourself, this place and the countries it houses are very special. Even this theater is special in that it is a neutral zone shared by the two countries.
So let me get this straight.
Uh-huh.
Steel Samurai Show just now is being sponsored now by one of the two countries.
Uh-huh.
The one that's called the Kingdom of Alabast, right?
Never mind, we're introducing more countries. How? There's so much world building in this game.
I know.
World building the game.
Yes, it would appear that the Steel Samurai is very popular in that country as well.
Seems that way.
Seems that way.
But you know who I'm really into? The Jammin' Ninja!
A fake.
The Republic of Ball is sponsoring a Jammin' Ninja stage show. That's something for fangirls like me. We've totally got to see that too, Mr. Edgeworth. The Jammin' Ninja show is gonna kick the Steel Samurai Show's rear end.
His steel rear end. You know, ever since I first met this girl, I've always had an inkling that what she really wants to be is not a thief, but rather a ninja. What gave it
So
away?
anyway, about today's event, what's it called again?
The Kingdom of Alabast. It's Alabast. Versus the Republic of Babal's Goodwill Jubilee. Why is it the Kingdom of Alabast versus the country of
You'll
Babal?
see.
Goodwill Jubilee. It's like the small country of... Hold on. The small European countries of the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babal. These two countries used to be a single entity that was bonded with nature. And it was called the Principality of Cadopia.
There it is. The name.
There you go.
It used to be Czechoslovakia.
Oh my god. Huh? Is everything alright, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, I'm alright. Moving on. It didn't bring up memories at all. After a period of civil unrest, the country split into two, though signs of their past remain. For example, their flags preserve the flower and butterfly motifs to this day. Cadopia, huh? The KG-8 incident, and what was referred to as the second KG-8 incident.
I gotta say, look at that guy's shit-eating grin in the paper there.
I only got to voice this guy for like 2 lines.
Yeah.
I'm like, unless he comes back in this, we'll see. But, in which an embassy staff member was murdered. Both of these cases were related to the Principality of Cadopia. In the 7 years that have passed, the country may have split into two. However, the Yatagarasu still sent a calling card here. What could it mean? Very mysterious.
Mr. Edgeworth, I know you're thinking about something.
I'm never thinking. Oh, excuse me, what were we talking about again?
If you could please just stop spacing out on me. Anyway, we were talking about the Alabast versus Babal Goodwill Jubilee. The two countries have a pretty bad relationship with each other. But, supposedly they're trying really hard to make up recently. That's why they decided to hold this event.
If that's the case, then why the verses? Am I Edward?
Also, both countries claim to own the Rio Primido statue, a national treasure to both.
A national
Primido?
treasure?
I don't know.
Let's steal the
Let's get
Declaration
Nicolas
of
Cage.
Independence.
They're planning to have them publicly evaluated today to see which one's the real deal.
Kay, need I remind you to take care and not succumb to your thieving desires?
Well, when it comes to treasure, I can't help myself, you know that.
She'd better be saying that in jest.
Hey, I can read your body language, you know, and you've got it all wrong. Look, I'm here to do some investigating. Investigating, I tell you.
I know. And although we don't know if the Yatagarasu will really make an appearance, I suppose we should still spend some time examining this place. Investigation, start! Alright, let's talk to these people. Who is this guy? I'll let you be this guy, Duncan.
This is the perfect angle.
Question mark?
Show my image. Travel across the wave world and into every TV set around the globe.
A more honest approach to appearing on TV might serve your ambitions better. Hello. Oh my god. I just saw it in the corner.
And we're here reporting live from the Theatrum Naturalis. As you can see, tonight's audience is full of enthusiasm. Let's see what this member of the audience has to say.
Well,
Okay, that was good. Let's do one more
this is
run-through.
the cameraman.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, that was
We
good.
already
Let's do one more run through. Excuse me, but when you're ready to film for real, would you mind giving me a call? I have to always be plugging. I sense that she didn't hear a single word I just said. Oh god. Oh god. Let's talk to the child. Wasn't this child on the plane? Or at that airport? It appears this child is watching a video from the first scene in The Steel Samurai. Go, go. Keep on fighting until your last breath! We're not singing this. Completely absorbed in singing the theme song, I see. I'll let this child watch in peace.
Where in tarnation are they? Come on, Big Scoop.
You haven't done this one in a while.
Hey, mister, out of the way. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Ugh. I seem to remember this woman from somewhere. Yet, my instincts are directing me to not engage in conversation with her.
Oh,
Perhaps it
yeah,
would
you're
be
just being a
best.
fuddy-duddy.
Did she or did she not prove our innocence? Or help prove our innocence?
She did help in the end.
In a roundabout way, yes.
Look at this guy's
Yeah.
hat. Helmet, hat. What should I be? Should I just be talking with more people? Or is there anything specifically?
I think what you need to do is check the pile of pamphlets.
Yeah, I was gonna do
Yeah.
that. There are pamphlets about the 2 embassies on this table.
We got ourselves a diagram.
Yeah, it's like a demilitarized zone in a building. The
It's
country has
creepy.
split into two a few years back, and they shared the building, and its grounds 50-50 ever since.
Oh, I guess it's because they don't have the money to build 2 separate ones, huh?
I should think that's not the reason why, Kay. I suppose I'll just have to help myself to one of these. Om nom nom nom. Tastes good.
Delicious.
Oh, I don't get to talk to anyone else. Dang it. If I know that was gonna happen. Okay, maybe I still will. What's all the hubbub? Oh!
Hey, look! It's the Steel Samurai! And he's got his son, the Iron Infant, with him!
The Iron Infant.
Oh my god. It's him. Edward,
You know what you have to do.
right now.
Sir, just like freaking out.
I am.
May I speak with you for a second?
He's.
It's the Steel Samurai.
Imagine you're making
Steel Samurai is kind of a twink.
celebrity ever, Dan. Eh?
Yeah, we need the, Steel Samurai needs to be bigger.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you glaring at him for?
Please excuse me. It's just that I've never seen a superhero up close before.
Oh my god.
To Mr. Edgeworth, Steel Samurai Daddy. Worried man. Oh, what does that say?
It says,
Married man?
Married man of
Married
Neo
man of
Tokyo.
Neo Tokyo.
Okay.
oh, he's a family man. That's nice.
This looks like he's written something down for you.
To Edgeworth. I'm fucking from Steel Samurai Daddy. Married man of Neo Tokyo.
Wow, an autograph! Pretty cool that you got one, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
Just
Oh my god, he's geeking out so much right now.
Let me just pocket that. Do we get to call Steel Samurai Daddy now? Excuse me, Daddy. I would like to talk to you for a second.
Mr. Steel Samurai, Ambassador Alba is waiting for you.
And now the Steel Samurai will proceed to enter the Kingdom of Alabas to shake hands with the Ambassador. The Steel Samurai isn't only here from the two countries tonight, but rather can be thought of as a goodwill ambassador from our own country as well. There he goes, off to spread goodwill to the world.
It really does seem like a goodwill ambassador, doesn't he? Okay, we're shooting the next.
It's my line.
But I did him the first time.
Well, I'm taking it. I'm stealing your line. Okay, we're shooting the next segment now. Cue camera.
You do need lines.
In just a few seconds, the Jamming Ninja stage show is set to begin. After the show, the Jamming Ninja will enter the Republic of Babal. He was set to meet with Ambassador of Babal at this time. The Jamming Ninja show's on to start! We've gotta get back to our seats!
Regrettably, I don't have much of an interest in ninjas.
Well, this show will change your mind. Come on, we have to hurry!
I'm more of a pirate man myself.
Even a second of the Jamming Ninja's awesome playing, I'll never forgive you! That would be if Edgeworth was like a pirate nerd.
So like, I prefer One Piece over Naruto.
Oh boy, me mateys.
I suppose you're not about to give me much of a choice here, are you, Kay? Are you, Kay? Kay?
He is more a pirate fan, which is why he's going to play the new Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Well, clearly he's a samurai fan, which means he likes Bleach.
True.
Alright.
I could listen to that Ninja March for Death lullaby song all day! His superb playing of that sad melody really brought a tear to my eye. And his heart-wrenching voice! Ah, now that's the Jamming Ninja's greatest weapon! There's pieces of Jamming Ninja merchandise over there! I got to have them! I especially want the hair sticks they're selling exclusively at these shows.
That looks like it could be a murder weapon.
They're exactly like the ones the heroine, Princess Misola, wears in her hair!
Anyway.
I wonder if you have to sing her name every time you say it. Anyway, hold it right there, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes.
You're thinking of going home, aren't you?
Well, it doesn't seem likely that the Yatagarasu will be making an appearance tonight. Most likely it was simply a prank.
No way! I just know the Yatagarasu will show.
But I thought you said that the Yatagarasu doesn't send calling cards.
Yeah, I did, but...
But, no buts allowed. I figured from the very beginning that this would wind up being a wild goose chase.
But that card she sent was a genuine fake calling card!
A genuine fake?
Well, how can I word this? The Yatagarasu's mark on that calling card is exactly the same as my mark. Get it now?
We've got a problem.
Uh-oh. Tackle us.
Get out of the way. The Yatagarasu's been spotted in Alabas.
What?
You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Ha! So you finally decided to show yourself, you phony! Whee! Hey, what gives?
I'm sorry, but I'll need to search you before you may enter.
What the? Hey! The Steel Samurai just waltzed straight on through there without one! And if you don't hurry up and let me through, my phony is going to escape!
Okay, a country's embassy is considered to be part of the country itself. If you don't go through the proper procedures to enter the country...
Mr. Edgeworth! I'm going to enter Super Bowl and climb over the wall to Alabas!
Hold it!
You would tell a prosecutor straight out that you intend to illegally enter another... Kay, are you listening to me?
No! Okay, Theoden, I'm coming through!
Yes, and welcome.
Stop her! Stop her! Anyone! Please! Oh god!
There.
Gotta use my knees.
So,
Safety
take that down,
starts
I
here. We're good. Kay, where are you? Don't tell me you really did find some way over this fence. Ugh. Oh, it's fire sound. That's what it is.
Yeah.
This is too big for us to handle. Looks like the Yatagarasu came to the ball, too.
You accursed Yatagarasu! Kay, you better be alright, wherever you are. I'm pissed off and also worried about you.
Hey, it's me.
Oh, look at all the tchotchkes. Look at all the Jablinskis.
I told you it wasn't me!
You know the term Jiginsha? Is that what it is? What is it?
What?
Is it Jiginsha?
Jijinsha?
What
are you...
The one about where you turn the character, or like...
Gijinka.
Things into character. Gajinka, there it is.
Gijinka.
On Drawfee, they call them Jablinskis.
Huh.
Because they were also trying to remember it and got it wrong, like me. Anyway, let's continue.
Hold it!
Hold it. Oh god, a character I voiced is Ted. I just realized. Kay, are you alright?
Did I look alright to you? Now, can you do something about this woman?
Mr. Edgeworth.
Detective Gumshoe, what is the meaning of this?
Well, sir, it's, this.
A dead body.
He's... There you go.
It wasn't me!
I have support for Jablinskis in the chat.
He was already dead when I ran in here, hot on the heels of the fake Yatagarasu. Look, I only came in here because I saw a suspicious person at the opening of their stage.
A suspicious person.
A long black coat and a hood over their head. I dare tell you that's not... I dare you to tell me that's not suspicious. I can read. I can't read. When I saw that person, I immediately thought that must be the fake Yatagarasu. So I chased after them into the embassy, then into here, and then lost sight of them. But I just know that person is the one who did it.
Do you remember your voice for her?
No. What are you so worked up over? There's no reason for you to be this loud.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Agent Lang's secretary. Sheena, I believe your name is correct. And if you are marking... What? My brain really did see marking your territory. And if you are making an arrest, I assume you have evidence that it was Kay who committed the crime. Is that also correct? You refuse to answer?
I don't need to answer. You are merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority.
Hey, pal. Just what the heck does that... What the heck does what you just said mean? Huh? If it happened here, it's under Mr. Edgeworth's jurisdiction. The end. Seeing as how this building is sitting on our soil, we can investigate wherever we'd like.
I actually don't know what the, laws for this is.
No, it's in a part of an embassy.
Yeah.
An embassy is considered the soil of that country.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I thought, so I'm like... No, I think Interpol does have jurisdiction over this one.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Detective, embassies are a different matter. This office is considered to be part of the Republic of Babal, which means that anything that happens in here defaults to the control of the Babalese government and the Babalese law, giving them exclusive extraterritorial rights.
Alright, we're gonna start a count. This is 1.
Extraterrestrial rights. Sir, do you really believe that the truth is out there?
Is people not... Do you believe the truth is out there? Is
I
people
like that line.
not knowing how to say that word a running joke?
It's
You'll
difficult
see.
to pronounce.
You'll see.
Okay. Basically, our country's laws do not apply inside the embassy of another country. That's why we agreed. That's what was agreed to by our respective governments. Our authority to investigate was effectively nullified the second we entered this place, which means we can do little here in this situation.
No way, sir.
No way!
Please leave this matter in Interpol's hands and go home.
What if I said this?
Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey, you're not Mr. Edgeworth!
Yes, see, that's you, I think.
Is it?
Pretty sure.
Oh!
In this case, allow me to join your investigation. Sorry, I thought it was gonna be Lang.
There was like a number of characters that it could have been.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Queen! Ambassador Palermo, I truly appreciate you allowing me to join the investigation.
Is me or Duncan?
That's you.
Okay. What kind of voice does this guy have?
He's very, 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 very nice.
Okay.
Like, overwhelmingly nice.
Okay.
You could step on him and he'd probably be like, okay.
I mean, going based on his expression and what he's doing, I'll figure out a voice.
Okay.
It's really nothing. Manny was my secretariat, so of course I want to help you as much as I can. In fact, it's a blessing that Interpol agents were able to make it so quickly. Francisca.
Well, well, I never imagined that I'd meet you here of all places.
Francisca.
I'm apologizing now. I was reading a book out loud earlier, and I was doing all kinds of accents, so if I switch into something else, I'm sorry. This is an embassy, meaning that you have no authority to conduct.
Hold it!
Already?
Shut up!
What is it?
Ambassador Palermo.
Also, you don't even want to talk to me.
And you are? I'm Miles Edgeworth, public prosecutor. I ask that you please allow me to investigate this case as Miss Von Karma's assistant.
Assistant?
Miles, what the hell do you think you're...
Please, I implore you, Ambassador Palermo. Very well. I'll be counting on the two of you, Miss Von Karma and Mr. Edgeworth.
What did you mean by you'll be Miss Von Karma's assistant?
I got... Now to do his voice, I have to put my hands together and smile.
No, you should, like I said before, you should see me voicing Kay.
Yeah. I don't exactly have a choice, do I, Detective? If I don't become Francisca's assistant, I can't participate in this investigation.
There you go again, running at the mouth with that aloof expression on your face.
Francisca, please.
I don't know what you're planning quite yet. But I do at least know one thing, that you are now my subordinate.
And that is very enjoyable for me.
I like bossing around my brother. Fine. Just remember that my whip is always ready to wake you should you have a brain lag.
When is it not? Of course, I'll keep that in mind.
If you're done playing games.
Right, let's begin the investigation. 42 minutes in, first investigation. Let's go.
Get used to it, Duncan.
Did you mean me?
No, I was being rhetorical.
Oh, okay. By the way, Detective, I suppose it's a bit late to be asking, but why are you here?
Well, better late than never, I guess, sir. I was placed on guard duty for the Babalese embassy today.
People need to stop putting him on guard duty.
Yeah, he doesn't have a great track record.
And why are our police guarding an embassy?
Well, on account of the card they got from the Yatagarasu. They called us up and asked for our help, sir. Oh, and because we've been searching for the Yatagarasu these past 7 years. It was more or less mutually beneficial arrangement, if you ask me.
Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has all turned out to be, I suppose. It looks like you failed to competently perform your guard duty yet again. Get in the corner. Put on this dunce hat. Look forward to your next salary negotiation, although it's out of my hands.
But, sir, if it gets cut anymore, I won't be able to even buy instant noodles anymore.
Not my problem. Take it up with the government. Lobby for higher wages. I don't know. Alright, I guess I'll step on the body 50 times. Alright, let's look.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So, our victim was the secretariat of this embassy, I take it.
Manny Colchin. I hear that he was an admirable person. Very admirable.
The cause of death is a stab wound to the base of his neck. He was lax in watching his back.
We were fortunate that the fire missed our victim's body for the most. If the fire had burned a bit longer, it would have made identifying him a hassle.
So Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death in the middle of a raging fire. What in the world happened inside this room?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? I won't, Cranny, until I've inspected every...
Restless Nook.
There appears to be something in his pocket. It's the One Ring. I shall take it to Mordor. Oh, it's this thing. This key. It can't be. Isn't this the Yatagarasu's key that was stolen 7 years ago?
What? But that...
Huh? 7 years ago? Wait, you mean that case when it was framed, sir?
The very same. Yes, it's the piece of evidence that stole the life of Kay's father 7 years ago, which was then stolen by Callisto Yu.
What? Mr. Faraday was killed with this key, sir? I thought he was killed with a knife.
Keep up.
Grassy, at the very least, try to remember the details of client rights you were a suspect in.
7 years ago is a long time. Francisca, as you will recall, Detective Gumshoe was not present when Miss Yu made her escape. Plus, even among law enforcement, only a few knew of this key's existence. I doubt the new rookie at the time would have been made privy to such knowledge.
Very charitable to Gumshoe. Very nice.
Oh no. I feel like the victim right now. Oh, trampled on, sir.
I did step on him 50 times. I suppose I'll just have to step on you 50 times.
Oop.
The secret to this key is... frickin'
A button.
the button.
Button.
Ba-bam!
Wow, that's amazing, sir. It's like some kind of magic trick.
Is it?
He's very entertained. It's like a kid showing a toy.
I knew it. This is the same exact piece of evidence that Miss Yu took with her. I remember this beautiful pattern in the blade.
I remember it as well. It is a fine motif, isn't it?
Yes, it looks like two interwoven vines crisscrossing down the blade. Is the flower on it? One of the... Is it the Cadopian flag? Or one
It
of
looks
the two
similar,
flags?
yeah.
Varn, sir? I think it looks like a bunch of stars, if you ask me.
You know, what the fuck is he looking at?
Yeah,
confused.
he's got an
If you
interesting
took them
view
in
on
like,
things.
oh yeah, I was gonna say it looked maybe like one of those like a Star of David, but like if you stretched it out and made it long,
I mean, like, kind of.
but not really.
It's-
Like,
Still a stretch, like.
yeah, if you squint really hard, sure.
Yeah. I really don't think you can call these stars. To say that the detective's art sense is underdeveloped would be an understatement.
The real question is why is the Babylese embassy's secretariat is holding this?
Well, we don't know how Mr. Cochin came to possess this key. We do know that this was stolen by the Yatagarasu from the Cadopian embassy.
That's right. Mr. Faraday had it written that fact down in his organizer.
I believe this means
Before
that
he died.
further research is required into the country of Cadopia.
Why don't you ask Atlas and Palermo about what he knows? Supposedly, he was a candidate to be the next Cadopian ambassador once long ago. You know, when it was still a country. He should be able to answer any specific questions you may have.
Okay. Should I examine this? Is this knife the murder weapon? Murder?
Some preliminary testing has been conducted. According to the results, the blood on that matches the victim's blood. The blade's shape was also found to be consistent with the stab wound.
I suppose this means that we now know that the crime was committed with this knife.
This knife's got some real fancy ornamentation going on, huh, sir? This thing practically screams artsy, too.
Yeah, it looks like there are kind of stars on there. Everyone's like, what?
Well, it's also covered in blood. Just like the last thing I said was artsy.
But the handle is pristine. There's not a single drop of blood on it.
And no, butterfly motif. No, fingerprints that we know of. Okay. Should examine him, probably. This man, where do I know him from? Anything else? No, that's good, okay. Then let's talk to you. Let's talk to myself. I can't believe that Maddie fell among thieves tonight. Without him, I have no idea what my schedule for tonight is. Ambassador Poleno, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police. That and only that. I ask you to cooperate not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Cochin's as well. You're a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating. Here, I know it's not much, but I'd like you to have these. I'm sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bribe. Oh, no. These are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babal. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit lovely Babal. Now I remember. The Republic of Babal is known for its feverish tourism industry. He has a butterfly on him. Anyway. Just like the knife. Suspicious?
Maybe, I don't know.
It's too early to decide. I was wondering if you might tell me a bit about the deceased Manny Cochin. He was my secretary and the embassy's secretariat, charged with running the whole place. He was an admirable man. His death is a great loss to our country. He was in charge of everything. Accounting, printing, taking care of our national treasures. Let's steal the Declaration of Independence. I'm sorry, but did you just say printing? Our country's primary source of revenue is our tourism industry. So, in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we have a printing press here in our embassy.
A printing press?
Yeah, right? I see. Please excuse my forwardness. However, I feel I should mention that I have the distinct impression that I've met him before. Oh, yes. Since you are of the legal profession, I suppose you just might have. After all, Manny was involved in the KG-8 incident. The KG-8 incident? The defendant who was found innocent in that case was Manny. So your Mr. Cochin is the same man as the one in that case? It's been 10 years. Manny recovered personally from that case and dove enthusiastically into this job. He was the one who planned this event and was to oversee the embassy's renovations. It really is a shame. He had such a bright future ahead of him. Okay. Renovations? What exactly did you mean earlier by renovations? We can't have tourists and visitors to our embassy think we're a poor nation, can we? So renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We may have a rather paltry budget, but we're trying our best to make do. However, I guess the only person who could have helped us do our best is now no longer with us. Ambassador Poleno, I was wondering if I might ask you about Cadopia. Cadopia? Alright, what would you like to talk about? First, I'd like to ask you about this key. What about this key? I found it sticking out of Mr. Cochin's pocket. I believe it originally belonged to this embassy. Is that correct? Upon closer inspection, it seems this... oh my god. It seems this key is shaped like a butterfly. What? I
accidentally hit my mic with my shoulder.
That's not what happened.
Okay.
Something I caught in my
It was
throat.
just timed perfectly. I was like, ah!
That's not all about this key. It's also capable of changing it into a knife. Oh! How fascinating! Is it possible that the ambassador didn't know about the existence of this key? In its knife form, there is a flower mark at the base of the blade. Oh, that's what I said. I guess this knife might be from when we used to be part of Cadopia.
Hold it!
And how did you come to that conclusion? It has both of Cadopia's national symbols, the butterfly and the flower. I suppose Manny used the key here at the embassy, back when we were still Cadopia.
Why?
I suppose Manny used the key here at the embassy, back when we were still Cadopia. I suppose Manny used the key here at the embassy, back when we were still Cadopia. I suppose Manny used the key here at the embassy, back when we were still Cadopia.
Ambassador Palermo, this key was stolen from the Cotopian embassy 7 years ago. By Callisto Yu, also arrived known as the Great Thief Yatagaras.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You were not aware of this? Oh, that Miss Yu had broken into this embassy at the time? I'm sorry I can't be of much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. I only became the ambassador after Babal became its own independent nation. But if Manny were still alive, he would probably know about what happened back then. Mr. Cochin and Miss Yu knew each other 7 years ago. I feel like this guy should have a deeper voice than what I'm giving him, but then it would be too much like the one I'm doing for Edgeworth. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
So just so everyone know that that's what I'm thinking about. Alright. Do we logic or do we present something to him?
Have we talked to Franziska yet?
Yes, we can.
Francie!
Can we stop? Can we get Kay from not having her arm tied behind her back?
Nah, she'll be fine.
How's Ezras?
Franziska von Karma.
Let me tell you something. You are currently my subordinate. And if you wish to convince everyone else of that, you will speak to me with respect.
What's with the giddy glint in her eye? I don't think that will really be necessary, Franziska.
Oh, really? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you are still under me.
I thought Franziska was flying around the world in pursuit of a smuggling case. So then why is she here at this embassy? Maybe the smuggling case led back.
I just want to say, I want us at one point see Edgeworth just call Franny to see how mad she gets.
Franny.
I was investigating at the Alabastian embassy when I got wind of this.
Ah, that's right. The Yatagarasu was due to appear at the embassy as well.
Yes, but the difference is that we didn't have a fire over there. Although, there was an incident at the Alabastian embassy itself. But I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to the Ablaze embassy.
You mean he's in the building? So Agent Lang is here as well, huh?
I see you've met.
Yeah. Something like that.
Well, he's in the Alabastian embassy acting as a bodyguard for Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there.
Yatagarasu. Tell us about it. Yazzie?
So, the suspect in the murder that occurred at the office is that little girl, I see. Is she perhaps trying to be the Yatagarasu?
Duncan, you have a line.
Aw, shit.
My mic was off. Hold on a
Yeah.
sec.
They would never harm a soul, sir.
Hey.
You remember, do you not? About the case we investigated 7 years ago? That girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday.
So she's that feisty little girl.
Kay's been on the trail of the Yatagarasu, which is how she ended up here. Looking for the one who took her father's life.
I see.
He's tried so hard, but you know what? The Yatagarasu just keeps tricking us all.
How so?
The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. But all we've had is an arson and a murder. The lab boys are going in circles. You know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract, and it's going on the rap sheet.
I like sirs.
If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen.
I do wonder, though, if Callisto you really is the Yatagarasu. Then, you know, she would fucking steal something. How you doing, Kay? Kay, are you alright?
You believe me, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? You don't think I did it, right?
Yeah, of course I don't. I promise to prove that it wasn't you. Just says it very sarcastically.
You can investigate all you like, but it's only a matter of time before we take her in. It would be wise of you to give up while you can.
No, I don't think so. Kay isn't lying, and my investigation will prove that to be true.
Go ahead and try, then, if you're that confident.
Can't continue on this way. Must prove her innocent post-haste. Jeez, add post-haste. Alright,
Well, that's
so...
been in there for a long time. Now is probably the time for logic.
You think logic? I feel like there's a lot of things I can look at, but...
No, I think now is the logic time. Trust me.
Alright, I'm logicking! Alright. Motif, a butterfly-shaped guard adorns the handle of the murder weapon. Could I combine that with the key? Or maybe I shouldn't yet. Francis' return. Why is she here? Card warned the Yatagarasus. These dirty secrets. Which ones of these go together?
Which one would be the easiest to answer at this point in time?
Huh?
Which of these would you think is the easiest to answer at this point in time?
Francisca's return.
Yeah, go for that one then.
If that's related to something, it's probably this one.
Yeah.
To steal your dirtiest secret. Is it possible that the dirty secret the Yatagarasu was out to steal is in this very room?
Jesse, your mic.
Sorry, I forgot that I muted because I was sneezing.
Oh, okay.
Dirty secret.
I'll tell you my dirty little secret. You know that song?
Yes, I love All American Rejects.
Yeah, but I kind of hate that song in particular.
Oh, I like.
I just feel like the way it's sung is like, it reminds me of like taunting schoolyard songs. Which may be the vibe that they were going for, but...
From.
Francisca, you're in pursuit of some dirty, underhanded dealings, are you not? Yourself. Something tells me that this is no coincidence.
In that case, the person I'm looking for is here at the Babalese embassy, huh? The head of the smuggling operation.
I think I just might need to ask Francisca about her smuggling case in more depth. Okay. I want to see if these two go together. No!
Ow.
Hold on. Allow me to poke myself with a little pin. Ow! That's fine. I have a lot of brain juice left. That's what it is in this game, is that, like, the green meter is the amount of juice in my brain.
Oh, I see.
And it just pours out when I get something wrong. Francisca, when we last talked, you said that you were on the trail of a smuggling ring. I suppose the reason you're here right now is related to that.
Yes. After analyzing the intel we've gathered up from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our list of sites to investigate. And that is what tipped us off.
This accounting document?
It's the only page of the whole thing, so they're
Sorry.
not
Don't worry. I got
however,
you.
so they're not sure about all the details. However, it would be enough for us to grab onto the tail of it.
For you see.
For you see, this type of pit was made in the Principality of Ctopia. Only there. Which means somewhere in the countries of Alabasta and Babal is the head. The one pulling the strings by the entire smuggling ring.
That's Francisca for you. She's amazing. Pursuing this case with all she has. Don't let her hear you say that. She'll
You
get
go
a big
straight to her head.
Yeah. Okay, so should I
Did
present
we
that?
ever investigate? Did we ever investigate the butterfly on the wall? The
I did
butterfly
not.
symbol.
It's another butterfly.
I believe it's the symbol of the Republic of the Ball. Oh! I'm pissed now. A drawing this big on the wall of an embassy definitely conveys a sense of overwhelming patriotism.
Well, I've got a lot of patriotism too, sir.
You got the 4th of July right there.
I feel like
Insert
patriotism is
Needless
like a
Reach.
neutral quality in my mind. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Good for you,
That is-
Gumshoe.
The reason I became a cop in the first place was because I wanted to protect our country.
You just got the American flag in the background.
You may want to, detective. However, I have yet to see the fruits of your desire.
Damn.
Damn.
You
Wow.
don't have to be so blunt about it, sir.
Have we looked at the statue?
No, I've not looked at a lot of things.
Look at the statue.
I'll look at the statue. Because this is a national treasure, can I ask that you please not touch it? I'm afraid the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the Secretariat. And I touch it frequently.
Hold it!
Okay. But there's a possibility that is related to the murder, wouldn't you agree?
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, why don't we give up for now? We can force them to let us investigate it later when we find some solid proof.
I suppose I don't have a choice here. This must be one of the Primidu statues Kay was talking about earlier. Is it just me, or does it smell really bad? This man looked just like the Steel Samurai. They could be twins. It looks like, the Steel Samurai, if it was... I mean, it looks like Steel Samurai in, Saber from Fate Stay Night cosplay. Anyway.
We should look at the... I don't think we've done the safe yet.
Yeah, I was thinking the safe.
Yeah.
A small personal safe. I'm gonna crack it.
This was Mr. Caution's office. So perhaps he stored his most important documents in here.
Ah, of course it's locked. It appears we won't be able to open it without a key. Please, please,
What about
please,
the
please.
knife rack?
His defense is impeccable!
Mr. Edgeworth, there's still something on this display rack, sir.
Knives, huh? Although the blades are all that remain of them, unfortunately. I guess the
I
head...
guess the handles all got burned off by the fire.
I was wondering why there was just blades. Ah, so even the knives fell victim to the fire. Ambassador Poleno, are these knives yours? Oh, why, yes, they are. They are a special set of ornamental knives featuring the national symbol of Babal. These butterfly-themed knives, along with Alabast's own set of knives, are comprised of 3 knives each. But But I can't believe the Babylese ones have been reduced to this state. Ornamental knives, There's a small release on the on the tang of this
Doing
blade.
okay?
I don't know what part of the blade that is.
Like the thing that keeps the knife attached to the handle.
That feeling when you sense the small release on the tang of the blade. I'm like, those words, I know all of them, but I don't know them in this context. Oh, that. It's a feature of these knives wherein you can freely exchange the handles on them. So that we can change how they look to fit the situation, of course. I see, so these knives were constructed so that the handles could easily be removed. Okay, that was very important because that's gonna relate to this guy.
I think we're in super logic mode again, just saying.
There are a couple other things I could look at, but yeah. Like this ceiling fan, that is no longer on the ceiling. Alright. Butterfly handle. Butterfly. It's a butterfly knife. Just like trail off into the distance. The design on the knife's handle. It greatly resembles the special Babylese species of butterfly.
It does, doesn't it? Plus it says right here.
This knife is property of the Republic of Babal. Perhaps this means that the knife used in the crime was found right in this room. Okay, well, we need a key. Is this the key? We know for a fact that the Yatagarasus key was used at this embassy. Furthermore, we found it in the victim, Mr. Kochen's pocket. Which leads me to think that perhaps it is the key to the personal safe in this office.
What are you thinking, sir? Let's go try it out.
Let's go! It appears I was correct. As always. The key that was left to us in the victim's pocket. It literally turned out to be the key to the next piece of the truth. What do we have here?
Hey, there's nothing inside. Do you think the Yatagarasu made off with everything, sir?
No, Detective. I believe all we need is a closer look. Why'd I say that?
I wonder where, Dan.
I won't.
I just won't.
I've gotta deconstruct what that phrase means. I truly need to understand each and every part of it. What is this? What is this here?
Looks like the ripped corner of a piece of paper, sir.
No, I don't think it's ripped. It seems more to me like it's stuck in the safe. It looks way too shallow.
Hey, you're right. I won't budge an inch. Not even when I tug on it, sir. But I don't think I've ever seen a paper stuck on the inside of a safe before.
Hold it!
He's a
Detective-
dumbass, that's what you are.
I think you have it backwards. It's not the paper that's strange. It's the safe.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that the secret to this safe is that it has 2 compartments. Even just eyeballing it, you can see that the inside is a bit too shallow. Furthermore, the unnatural way the paper is stuck at the back of the safe. I'd say that there's an extra bit of space behind the back wall of the safe. In other words, the safe has a second compartment.
What?
Wiggity wiggly what?
I suppose that you're correct in asserting that the paper is stuck in an unnatural manner. However, if what you say is correct and there is a second compartment, how do we go about opening the door to it then?
Luckily, I brought dynamite.
Oh my god.
No, what you should do is you should have Gumshoe use his massive strength, just tear a hole through the safe. That's what we do.
Gumshoe,
There you go.
suplex the safe.
Rips off his shirt, shows his six-pack abs, and just tears a hole through the safe. There we go. Perfect.
Jarvis, blow up the safe.
Perfect.
I've been seeing a lot of those memes because of Marvel Rivals recently.
I love
That's
those
fair.
memes. They're really good.
Actually, there is one more spot of interest to me on the safe.
Oh.
I keep thinking about. There's also a reaction image that I keep seeing that makes me laugh every time I see it. Which is that image of like, it's like cops like jumping at the camera, and the text is all like, "He's pulling out his dick."
Oh my god.
It just makes me laugh every time I imagine it. It's like it's used in similar situations to like go to horny jail and that kind of stuff.
I gotcha.
So it's like, he's horny, attack. Oh, yes. And I believe that the spot is the keyhole is their second mystery lock. Did I say that? I didn't say that correctly. Yes, and I believe that that spot is the keyhole to our second mystery lock. Mystery second lock. Bleh.
Alright. Since you're so sure of yourself, show me how you deduced your answer.
What am I deducing?
Well,
Where's the second keyhole? Mystery keyhole.
Is this... I mean, like, it connects to this.
It's pretty suspicious, though.
Is the spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? No, actually.
Yes, actually.
Connected to this?
Yes.
Eureka!
Then.
Doesn't the shape of this keyhole remind you of something, Francisco?
the shape.
That's
It does look very familiar.
that's why they showed us the ornate design. That's why it's
Yep.
it's important. Because it's also a key.
However, I believe it's simply a latch hole for the safe lock mechanism. It's just for keeping the door shut, nothing more.
Oh, you silly, stupid Francisca. Is that so? The person who used this safe, Mr. Cochin, made sure that the safe had 2 compartments in order to hide something. Do you honestly think someone like that would allow the keyhole allow the keyhole to the hidden half to look so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person could figure it out? That was a very run-on sentence.
You can't be serious.
Don't call me Shirley.
Are you saying that this hole in the keyhole for the hidden compartment of the safe?
Yeah. That's precisely what I'm saying. And I will prove to you now that the Yatagarasu's key is the key that will open it.
The Yatagarasu's key? Miles Edgeworth, this had better be a very bad joke.
Well, I don't tell good jokes, so... Sorry, but this is no joke. The Yatagarasu's key is the very key that will open the second compartment to the safe. Why are you fighting me on this, Francisca?
Because she has to...
What?
Because she has to be right.
I guess, but just like let me try it.
She knows that this key opens the first compartment of the safe. But the keyhole you're talking about is of an entirely different shape than that of the key.
Yeah, I just give me the key. Just give me the key and we can figure this out without having to have a monologue about it. Oh,
No.
Is it? Hey. What am I examining? Yeah. Oh, now it looks like a star.
Sure.
From
I
this
see it now.
angle. Let's go over this again, shall we? The Yatagarasu's key was originally made to open Mr. Kochin's safe in the Katopian embassy. We confirmed that fact by opening the door. Yeah. Now let's take a look back at the end of the key. Looking at the knife portion head on, what do you see?
What are you talking about?
It appears that you've come to understand what I'm talking about. When viewed head-on, the knife's blade is the exact same shape as the keyhole. The real function of the knife portion is to act as the key to the hidden portion in the safe.
But that's preposterous.
It's not. Because it looks like a knife, and was used like one to kill Mr. Faraday 7 years ago. We fell under the misconception that it was always meant to be a knife. But for both the safe and its key to conceal such clever tricks, whatever is hiding inside the secret section must be of incredible importance.
But it's even possible that what I've been searching for is inside? Scruffy, hurry up and open that safe!
Yes, sir. Open it now, sir.
An ocarina. No, what is that? It's a jar, but it's a jar that has holes in it.
It's a jar of mayonnaise.
Ew. What is it? Now move, Scruffy.
Oh, but I just want mine, sir.
Are you gonna read this one?
Yep, that's my line.
Okay.
I just wanted to read. That
These
and
are these pieces of art. They're identical to the ones that have been stolen from various countries around the world.
I figured as much. These are the treasures of this section of it. These are the treasures of this section of the safe was to hide from view. I believe a more thorough examination is required. I won't.
Where are the papers?
Yeah, the papers are the most suspicious. This is the document that we thought was stuck earlier. I wonder what it's about.
It's me, sir.
I didn't mean actually guess what it's about, Gumshoe. I mean, let's pick them up and read them. Why don't we take a look before we give up, Detective?
Oh.
Oh my god!
Mr. Kochin's name is written here on the last page. I wonder what the significance of this document is. I can't read. Can I deduce what the significance is right now?
I think we can actually.
Spots are not connected to any of the evidence I hold. I assume to this.
No.
Maybe it's the big 2 out of 3 on the paper that gives it away.
Yeah. Eureka! I initially didn't register that no as sarcastic, and I was like, no, I did something wrong.
Sorry.
Even though you went out of your way to make it as sarcastic as possible. Take a look at these documents, Francisca.
It says that there are 3 pages in total, and yet it says that there are only 2 here.
Correct. Now take a look at the smuggling activity documented in your possession. Tell me, is it not possible that your page was taken from this set of 3?
Well, it certainly looks that way.
What fake language is this? I'm noticing...
Adopian, obviously.
I'm noticing, like, symbols from many languages. By putting our multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at an answer. It seems that you have now found what you were looking for.
Yes, although since it has become crystal clear that Mr. Colchin himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of the Babylese ink.
Babylese ink?
Babylese ink is a special product of the Republic of Babar. However, due to a special restriction, only a limited volume is ever exported.
Hold it!
And the reason, that reason is?
That's classified. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
I just jimmed the camera. I just like looked at it and was like shook my head. I'm like, and I'm like, wait, you guys can't see me.
Yeah.
In any case, it seems. Oh, not me. Yes, it's your line.
Apologies. In any case, it seems that the head of the smuggling ring was our victim, Mr. Manny Colchin.
His base was in an embassy. Thus, it was hard for both our country and his to interfere, making the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation.
But it's so frustrating. I lost the person I was going to rain judgment down upon with my view of justice.
Well, even if he is dead, we still have a responsibility to look into his misdeeds.
Do you expect me to rip a dead man? Well, I'm not interested.
I did not say that. Francisco,
That's the doubt, question mark?
you must know that Manny Kochan was the suspect in the KG8 incident.
Of course I know. On top of being the head of that smuggling ring. There is the matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved.
Yay!
Yay!
Very good.
Are you done investigating?
Hold on, let me just tap my finger at you.
You realize now, don't you? That this girl is the only one it could be.
Actually, we didn't really make any conclusions on that at all.
Now
No.
cuddle up quietly, Yatagarasu. Kay Faraday.
Our weird girl.
You're under arrest for the murder of Manny Kochan. Mr. Edgeworth!
Mr. Edgeworth!
Please! You have to believe me! I didn't do it! I chased the fake Yatagarasu in here! And he was already... You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Hold it!
I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol make.
What is that supposed to mean?
I believe I told you that Kay Faraday is not the culprit of this crime.
Very well. I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are.
Alright. Let's do this thing!
Even if your police are confirmed that the Yatagarasu, even your police confirmed that the Yatagarasu was infiltrated the Babylese embassy tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into this embassy. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu. Hello?
Yep. The weird audio thing happened. We'll be right back. This happens all the time.
Oops.
Alright. Is everything good now? Nope. I need to unmute myself. On Discord. Is everything good now?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
And everything on the game is alright?
Yep.
Cool. Someday I'll figure out why that happens, but I won't. I will not.
And most importantly, other than her, there was no one else in here with the body.
Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she is the Yatagarasu?
Exactly, but it isn't just me. She calls herself the Yatagarasu. How many times do I have to tell you?
Is the game delayed on your end?
No, you're good. I just, my computer did stupid. I was only about to capture the fake Yatagarasu.
It's the computer's fault.
Imposter or not, it matters not. A Yatagarasu is a Yatagarasu.
Very well, then I shall prove that Kay is not the Yatagarasu who killed Mr. Manny Kochin.
Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutors of this country are made of.
Maybe I will. Time to rebut. Yeah, I didn't pay attention, but I didn't notice anything weird. But I'll just press some stuff.
Go for it.
The confusion caused by the fire. Are you saying that the Yatagarasu was not the arsonist who started the fire?
A suspicious person in a long coat was spotted in the area.
That was Gumshoe.
Officers in the area claim to have seen that person start the fire.
Sounds like we have a phantom in our midst.
Yeah.
A phantom thief of hearts. In a way, he could be considered a phantom. The way he randomly appears. Oh wait, he's talking about Gumshoe?
Hold it!
Just because she calls herself that, it doesn't prove that she is a killer.
No, but it does give her a motive.
Oh yeah?
So Yatagarasu sent a card saying, "I'll be there to steal your dirtiest secret." Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activity in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them. So she killed Mr. Kochin for the key.
I see. Her logic is very sound. I expect nothing less of Agent Lang's secretary. However, that statement just now didn't sound right to me. It might just be the opening I need. Okay. Well, if this statement got added, I must have something to present.
How about the... Oh, I think I remember what it is now. Yeah.
Is it the key?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure she was under the impression that he didn't have it.
Objection!
But
Or at least he shouldn't have had it, so...
yeah, I'm gonna see what conclusion the game comes to. Agent Sheena, I regret to inform you, but there is a flaw in your logic.
Oh.
Even if you claim that she is the killer, and the Yatagarasu, I am certain that securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. The key to that safe in the safe in this room was found on Mr. Kochen's body. Furthermore, yeah, that's one thing that I also thought. Like, she wanted the key. Why did he still have it? Furthermore, the Yatagarasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents. Oh my god. Giant sweat.
I want to have like Ghibli animation.
Yeah. By
Specifically like Spirited Away.
yeah, by the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked. It's obvious that the killer's target was not the safe at all.
So perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Kochin had the key on him.
Objection!
If that's the case, then why would she have a need to kill him? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she hadn't not known that fact.
Need, reason, all of this is simply her conjecturing. Why is she talking? Need, reason, all of this is simply her conjecturing after the fact. It's entirely possible that she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in. Perhaps she didn't notice the safe's second compartment before returning the key.
Ugh.
But the fact still remains that Mr. Kochin was stabbed to death.
Objection!
But you have no definitive proof that it was Kay who committed the act.
Actually, I do. I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes.
What?
Allow me to tell you a bit more about the evidence that will put her away behind bars.
Okay, we're doing this again.
It's never just one.
Alright, take it away, Yessie.
The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife from the play rack and used it on the victim. The knife is part of a special 3-piece set, which has a design like no other. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There is no counter-argument.
I have several counter-arguments. That is your definitive evidence?
You see now that she is definitely the killer, right? No, Mr. Edgeworth, you've got to believe me! I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy, I swear!
And you came in here because you were chasing the suspicious person.
That's right. I ran into this office only because I was chasing after that person.
Little K. Just in
But
the
when I entered the room, it was pitch black and I couldn't see a thing. Just void K.
Yeah. When I entered the void, I couldn't see anything. I felt the darkness spread out for miles. But I couldn't see its end. And then the abyss stared back into me. Anyway. Enough of my creative writing project. Yessie?
I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights, but then... Ah!
Who's this?
Teehee. This is... I came to this room upon hearing the girl scream. And when I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her.
So the object Kay felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon.
I had the knife analyzed right away, but we failed to find anyone's prints on it. But the suspicious person is a black coat who came into this room before me. You continue to insist there was such a person, but if there was, where did they go? That I don't know, but I know they came in here. I forgot that I'm voicing two characters.
Yeah.
Like, probably, like, that's my biggest issue right now. It's like, I'm used to saying a line and having someone else answer, and it's like, oh shit, that's me! That sounds like the desperate excuses of a suspected killer, not trustworthy testimony.
That's been me most of this game, and now I'm finally talking to myself, and I'm like, oh.
Huh? You understand, don't you? We can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gherkin! She has a point.
Gherkin?
Even if Kay's words are true, I must show that they are with some solid evidence.
Mr. Edgeworth, I really did it!
Kay, don't worry. I don't know why I said it like that. Kay, don't worry. If you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that.
Still not giving up, I see. In that case, try to counter my argument, if you can.
Don't worry, I can and I will. I can and I will. You... I have nothing. I feel like it has something to do with the fact that they have the handles. Because I was thinking that earlier when talking about the handles. I'm like, there's a whole...
Yeah, I think that one might actually just be it.
Yeah.
But it's not the... Yeah. Wait, hold on, go back.
Okay. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. I don't think it's that one. Because
I think it is, actually.
Why?
Because, the handle's removable.
Yeah, but it still says... But I think there's another thing that applies for. Because, Yeah, I know.
No, it's not just because it's removable. It's because, specifically, there's no blood on the handle, which would suggest that it wasn't, like, that there's, like, a mix-up here, basically.
Yeah. I was thinking that, like, the knife... Where'd we get the wooden handle from if, like, they replaced it? If the fire had already burned down this place? Anyway. Yeah, it might be this one. Hold on. Knife!
Objection!
Objectin'.
Aha!
Objection! So the murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth?
What are you getting at?
I'd like for you to take a look at this. Take a look at this! Eat this! There is blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. Why did that type out so slowly? The significance that at the time of the crime... This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched, and was, in fact, not the real murder weapon.
It wasn't the real murder weapon.
Every time she does this, I just feel like that Invincible image. I'm just like, think! Think, Mark! Think! This knife can be taken apart. Because I'm just like, because it's just obvious. They don't notice it. Shall we give it a go? Time to give it a go! Yahoo! As you can see, the Babalese knife has now been disassembled into two parts. The killer must have pulled the weapon pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body, and then proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Kochan was killed with the butterfly-themed knife. That's a good good animation.
The hair is funny.
This should clear up any and all suspicions surrounding Kay.
Your argument isn't airtight yet.
How so?
It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handle.
Hold it! Don't be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing? Do such a thing?
I don't care how a criminal thinks. The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person like myself.
Shouldn't the police know how criminals' minds work? Anyway. I guess that's not the police job. It's more a detective job.
Yeah, I don't know.
It should be the police's job.
Yeah. Therefore, I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem.
Objection!
Heh.
The truth is right there in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. You'll come to see that Kay is not and could not have been Mr. Kochan's killer. Look at this. Right? No, what am I looking at? Hiya!
What is this mark on here?
It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means.
No, not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar.
You should host a nature show. And so they do. However, would this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. Now to prove the relationship between...
The butterfly... I'm making a joke here, and I'm saying that first because of the joke I'm about to make. The butterfly is racist against the flower. They don't want to interact.
The butterfly is florist.
Florist?
I'm proud of that one. Now to prove the relationship between the butterfly and the flower with this. Wait, hold on. This one, right?
Take that!
You can't be serious.
It appears that you've made the connection. The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right, the Kingdom of Alabast. In other words, this blade is from one of Alabast's ornamental knives. This part of the knife handle has Babal's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it is undeniably a Babalese in origin. But as we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Shinon?
After the fire had broken out.
That's right. Kay entered the Babalese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to the Alabastian side of the building before that. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire, which means that Kay could not have transported an Alabastian object over here. This makes it impossible for her to have been the true killer.
Hee.
But you know who was allowed to pass between? Steel Samurai. I'm thinking. Steel Samurai is a terrorist. Although, can I just say, I do think I'm onto something with that. I do think, like, the moment that the Steel Samurai passed between was, like, significant. And whoever was in the costume was not the actual, like, actor. But I was thinking, when Kay mentioned that he was just allowed in there, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of dangerous to not, like, even search a celebrity.
Yeah.
But we'll see what direction this takes, and if I'm correct.
Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. What a great victory, pal.
Yeah, but, like, is Kay still under arrest, though? Does that really do anything for us?
Hey, why is everyone so quiet?
I'm happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name. But what worries me now is what will happen next.
Objection!
Ah. Like that.
What is the meaning of this? An alabaster knife here?
Do you mean, how did this find its way to the Republic of Babal? It didn't just find its way over here. Rather, we should focus on how it was smuggled over.
You know what? My brain hurts just thinking about it while we're just standing around. Thinking about while you're on the run? Now that's the way a great thief operates.
We're on the what? Okay. Okay.
Oh, thanks a bunch, Mr. Edgeworth, for proving me innocent, I mean. You believed in me the whole time, right? Tell me you did.
I would love to see someone, like, try this move in real life, like, go up to cops arresting someone and be like, actually, I've got the evidence as to why you shouldn't. Like, it would do nothing. It would do nothing. Probably. Maybe. Not really, but...
Come on, you don't have to be shy about it. Your argument is still not airtight.
Would you care to elaborate?
I understand now that the girl didn't commit the murder. However, there is still the possibility that she is Tsuyata Garasu. That again? Look, how many times do I have to explain it to you? I am the real Yatagarasu. I'm not like that fake one that goes around setting fires, okay? Whether he's a real deal or fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicions that this girl is the one who started the fire.
Objection!
Preposterous. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning. On what grounds do you have to suspect her of such a thing?
The fact that she calls herself the Yatagarasu, that in of itself is most elegant. Miss Shina? Yes.
Yes.
I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said. I am the great thief Yatagarasu. And I refuse to allow some imposter to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me toward, I will walk it the best I can. It's still not a good reason to be... It's still not good to be so stubborn. I hope you can understand that. Thanks a lot for the concern, Miss Shina. Let me share something with you too as a token of my appreciation.
Token?
Those sunglasses, totally do nothing for you, so I'll steal them for you next time, okay?
Damn.
What?
I entirely disagree. I think she looks great in those sunglasses.
Well, I guess we better get going.
Although, I don't know. I'm looking at Kay, and I'm like, maybe she's not the best person to take fashion advice from. No offense.
I think our outfit's fun. Going? Yeah.
Maybe hair advice I'd take from her, but fashion? I don't know.
To the kingdom of Alabas. If we don't go, we won't know for sure, right? I suppose not. We won't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking. To see where the Alabastian knife came from, we'll have to pay the Alabastian embassy a visit. Let's go, Miles Edgeworth. As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bringing the investigation to a halt.
Understood. Maybe over in Alabasta we'll get Duncan some lines.
For fucking real.
Can we please?
Do we want to continue?
Please? I need
I
lines.
can continue for a bit, yeah. I just have to, like, be in bed at a certain time for work.
Yeah, I'd like to also, since I just bought Sonic X Shadow Generations, I would like to stop streaming so I can play a little of that before I go to bed too.
I mostly, like, part of the reason is I do want lines, but the other reason too is since this is a longer case, I think we should try to, like, get a little more done in the stream so that we can finish this case in a timely fashion.
I think we can
Yeah.
we can try to do that on streams on like when we stream on Saturdays in the future. We can try and do more, but like Sundays
I think we should aim. Yeah, I think we should aim for Saturdays in the future.
Yeah. For anyone not aware, I usually like do work on the weekends, which is why like I stream so I have content going out instead of like having to make a whole video. But I like worked all day yesterday. Oh god.
Yay!
But we'll try to do at least half of this next part.
Alright, the Men in Black. Who's doing it?
I think that was you. I think you're this guy in the sunglasses, right?
Well, I know it's basically all of them, so I'll just do it.
Yeah.
Turn off. One. Shifu, 99 callouts. So all 99 members are most likely here at accounted for, sir.
Oh, you remember your
Hey,
voice?
you. Yeah, you. The second one from my right. Sir, yes, sir. Here. Birthday present for you.
It's my dick in a box.
What? I didn't know that you knew all of our birthdays.
Hold on. Makes me think of that Avatar scene.
Yep.
I can't believe the captain remembered my birthday. He really does care.
What you have, Shifu? You are more of a man to boy for peace, sir. I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday. Lenin G says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. That present isn't for you. It's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother.
That is really funny.
I love that part. Tell him I said hi and happy birthday, Mario.
Yes, sir!
Well,
I can't believe you remember that much about each and every one of us. Shifu, I'm so moved that I can't stop crying.
That's a really good scene.
yeah.
I love this.
I should probably leave them to their alone time. I know I wish I had my alone time. Before K!
Rudely interrupted. Alright, meeting's over. Everyone, head for your posts.
I'm so glad we're doing this part because now I actually have lines.
Yeah.
Dismissed. Sir.
I wanna be done with the stream. I don't want to stream any longer than 9, I think.
Okay, I'm down
Yeah,
for
that's
that.
fine.
Yeah. But we'll go until
Yeah.
then, basically.
Were you guys there the whole time? I got a call from Sheena, and she's already filled me in. It sounds like you're out to get in my way again.
I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastian Embassy.
What if I say?
Objection!
Sorry, I was a little premature.
I should like, this man is my subordinate. As I've received permission from the ambassador, he has to be extended the same right.
Sorry, sis, but it ain't that simple.
Hey, she's my sister. Sis is funny. Oh.
Alabas has the strictest immigration regulations in the world. Or didn't you know? Even among my elite men, about only half of them were admitted into the country.
I would like Miles to be like, well, I should be admitted, no problem. It's like, weren't you on trial for murder? Yeah, but I was proven.
Let's just hope they don't do that part of the background investigation.
Yeah, but I was proven to not have done it. So
Besides, any more cooks in the kitchen, and we might spoil the soup. If you catch my drift.
I love the phrase "too many cooks in the kitchen."
Yeah.
How dare you make such assumptions?
Don't take this the wrong way. But I thought I was in charge of the Alabast, Miss Von Karma.
Whip him! Whip him!
Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in Alabast are a bit of a mess right now.
What do you mean by a bit of a mess?
No one told you? We had an incident in Alabast as well.
No, someone peed their pants? Understandable.
This is what we call a decision based on the investigation. Mr. Prosecutor.
Look, Wolfie, just let us in already.
Oh, people.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is me. I
Okay,
think.
Duncan,
yeah.
have fun.
Duncan, you have so many lines now.
I've been waiting to do this because I get to do a nice old man voice.
Yeah, hit us with your Beth old man voice.
Old man voice.
Old man.
Is there a problem, Agent Lang?
Yeah, this guy looks like he is about to die, so I want that to be his voice.
Joe Biden.
Look at this generic
God.
guy behind him.
Not really. Just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in.
Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please allow these people to join the investigation.
Having a debate because of my country. I'm terribly sorry for placing you good people in that kind of situation. It is all because I lack the strength to govern well.
This voice is essentially your judge voice if he was about to die.
Judge on his deathbed.
Yeah. Please, it is nothing of the sort, Ambassador.
Weakling Quercus, you curse your frailty and inability to effect change in your country.
What are you...
The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under Agent Lang. And it is my judgment that in order to minimize disruption in investigation, I should leave everything up to Agent Lang.
My god, I keep... Alright, we're good.
There, you see?
Oh, no way!
Hold it.
Hold it. It's you, Dan.
Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please reconsider letting them into Alabast.
Ooh, what's that?
My very own secretary has been murdered in the Babylese embassy. And I'm happy about it.
No, what was that? I didn't hear you.
And he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings, completely unbeknownst to me. I had zero idea, I swear. I don't know, this guy, like, someone who's, like, this happy, I feel like has to be shifty.
Yeah.
Shady.
He's doing the shifty thing with his hands, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's why I
He's
picked
got
this for the
Mr. Burns
thumbnail.
hands.
Yeah. So I asked for your cooperation in our investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babal someday.
Alright, I get it. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I still have to give the final okay anyway.
Alright! You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? We're in!
We're in.
I'm in. Not so fast, my little crow girl. You're still a witness of the Babal murder.
You know what? Fair enough, I did call you Wolfie.
So I'd like you to please stay in the Republic of Babal.
Detective Gumshoe, please take good care of Kay for me.
Yes, sir.
Meanwhile, it seems like, Yessie, you're getting a break on some of the voices.
Yep.
Yep, I'm fine, because, like, Kay's was a little bit rough.
Yeah, and you did a lot, and you voiced 3
Yeah.
characters in the last part.
Sounds good to me. Fewer troublemakers, the better.
So if Sheena and Kay are stepping out.
Yeah. Rasp.
Speaking of rasp, I think, is that supposed to be her blowing a raspberry?
I think, yeah.
Oh my god, that sounded
That was actually
insane.
pretty good. But very good, though.
Yeah.
It's better than- I don't know how...
Just do this. Okay.
There we go.
Well, next time. But, like, let's be real.
Gumshoe and Kay are doing that at the same time. Like,
I was gonna say, but, like, you know that Kay would do it, like, she put her whole soul into it.
Yeah. She'd be like,
would.
she
Hey,
pulls out
Mr.
the
Edgeworth.
she pulls out the fart soundboard.
Yes.
She would have one on
Gets
her phone for
gets
sure.
the fart with reverb. Alright. Yes.
So, I wanted to ask for a while now, but that lady over there is she who I think she is?
Ah, that's right. I didn't introduce the two of you yet.
Francisca von Karma, the prosecutorial prodigy. It's nice to see you again. I knew it! You're the whip lady! You may address me as Miss von Karma.
No. No.
No,
You're
I don't
Whip
think
Lady.
I will.
You are Whip Lady.
Miss von Karma, I leave the investigation of Alabasta in your hands. Danke. Rest assured, I will outsmart both the smuggling ring and the Yatagoras. They are best friends now.
They would die for each other now. The smuggling ring,
Yeah.
huh? Perhaps I should ask Francisca a bit more about them before I head to Alabast. Ah, I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Paleno for all he's done for me. Hold on, allow me to bring the plot to a screeching halt again. It is like, this game expects you to play each part, like, in chunks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
basically.
So it is kind of like, the way that the plot is structured is that it is like a bunch of like individual climaxes,
Yeah.
and then like immediately falling action, and then you have to do the whole rising action thing in each
I mean,
part.
it was designed for the DS, so, you know, it was
Yes.
designed to be a portable game. Huh?
Yeah, it was designed so that on your commute to work, Japanese salaryman could just play a part. But playing it all like, it's why I kind of like the idea of cutting off the stream at each of those, but I understand we have to get through it. Who did I talk to? Which one? Okay, I guess Francisca. You've made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing.
Agent Hicks, whose help I requested, was cut down before he completed his task. There is no room for further failure in my perfect investigation.
In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct?
It was nothing. I simply made some deductions based on the smuggled item I was following.
You mean the Babalese ink? But why are there restrictions on the export of Babalese ink to begin with?
That's classified Interpol info.
Hold it!
Francisca, as your subordinate, I am part of your investigation now. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well-informed as you?
Little sibling. Ah! Point taken. Very well, I'll fill you in.
Yay!
Recently, we discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating in Shengfa.
Counterfeit bills.
Yeah, as you may have deduced, the counterfeits are being made with Baba's special Babalese ink. It is virtually impossible to distinguish the bills made with Babalese ink from the real one. Thus, it was only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic of Babar.
That's where this document comes into play, correct?
Correct. Mr. Korcher was smuggling large amounts of Babalese ink. Furthermore, he was tasked with running the embassy's printing equipment. That's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of the smuggling ring. However, there remains one tiny problem.
Let me guess. You still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled ink.
Yeah, on very realistic things, I might as well add that the counterfeit plates from the pile. Since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Babalese embassy. We're looking into the Alabastian embassy next. It doesn't matter where they're hidden. Mark my words, I will find them.
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna talk to myself for a second. You guys, take a nap. Take 5.
Work. Me.
Yeah, do some honk shoe over there. Ambassador Paleno, I'm in your debt. No, it was nothing. Because it's about all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Manny's killer to justice. I will, Ambassador, on my honor. Wow, you're so sensational. You've really piqued my curiosity. I know they are much, but know that I'm giving them to you wholeheartedly. Know that I'm putting my whole pussy into this. No, that's quite alright. Oh, well, how about this then? Oh, yes, I will take that. And what exactly is it? It's fountain pen ink, known as Babbly's ink. It's made exclusively in Babal. So this is Babbly's ink. We make it from... Whoa. We make it from whipped crystal oil, which is mined through our mineral mines. Please accept this ink. One dip of your fountain pen in this, and you can write for hours in your organizer. How fortunate for me, the ink in my pen just happened to have run out. How fortunate for you that I am the only person in this game that would write with a feather pen.
A fountain pen.
Fountain pen. I mean, yeah, well, but he would write with a feather pen, right? I gladly accept your gracious gift. Limited export. Great! Wonderful! I guarantee... Great! Excellent! Wonderful! Great job! I don't know, he's just like turns into a game voice. I guarantee to you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience. And since we don't export it, if you run out, you're always welcome to come and visit our fair nation. Talk about cornering the customer along with the market. Well, shall we get going? God damn it. What's wrong, Kay? I didn't get permission.
I didn't get permission under Alabaster. So we're going to gather whatever we can over on the Babbly's side, okay?
Alright, I'm counting on you two.
Right, and I'm counting on you and Miss Von Karma to sniff out clues in Alabaster. Oh, and Mr. Edgeworth, if you happen to come across my phony, you let me know, okay? If you tell me, I'll rush out over straight away no matter where you are.
I'll let you know when the time comes. Also, please don't destroy the embassy. Someone's dead! Hmm?
What do you think you're doing to my subordinate?
Oh boy. You're... Oh my god.
Yeah!
Thank the heavens you're here. Bet you didn't expect that one.
God.
Surprise!
You could see me right now. I'm just like holding my head in my hands.
Edgeworth is traumatized. He's his hero. This is what they mean by nature heroes. Oh, I'm in a really, really big pickle, your lordship. The raven, it appeared like poof, and then it disappeared like swoosh. And though I am Steel Samurai, my sword, it...
I know you say you voice him like Shaggy, but like, it appeared like whoosh, and then disappeared like swoosh. It's like such a Shaggy line.
It is.
Oh, I'm so confused. I don't know what anything means anymore.
Chris! Hold on, let me give me a second. I need to like commit to this. Who is this fruitcake?
Oh man.
I love that choice of vocabulary there.
It's so funny.
I am Larry of the House of Butts, married man of Nero, Tokyo, milady.
I like the expressions they did for this game for Larry.
Yeah.
Now I remember. This person is one of your friends, isn't he, Mike?
He is still reeling.
Yes, frighteningly enough, he is.
Hey, what's up with that answer, huh? Your best bud's in a bind, and you act like it's no big deal?
What sort of bind are we talking about here?
The suspect kind.
Well,
I accidentally became a suspect in a murder.
are they talking to me? Because I'm suspect. It's Steel Samurai. Also, I'm sorry. I'm flashing back to the part where, Yessie, you said the Steel Samurai's a twink.
Yeah.
You had the knowledge.
I did have the knowledge, but like, it is still funny to look at compared to like Will Powers in the Steel Samurai costume.
Yeah. I see. That is quite a bind.
Not to be the least bit surprised.
Yeah, I mean, look at their faces right now. Just like look back and forth between them.
Yeah.
Completely unsurprised. Yes, I pretty much expected this news. From the instant I saw this unlucky face. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he's been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital T.
Not just any trouble.
Duncan? Duncan!
Hey, what kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy. If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down by one.
Damn.
That was uncalled for. Besides, you're... Wait, hold on. Larry? It was you? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph?
Oh, you didn't notice earlier? I even, winked through my headpiece.
What is going on? Oh, why are your beats red?
Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now? Never meet your heroes.
Yeah, sorry, am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play?
Oh, yes, that is the drama, or that is the genre of this game. Aha, so this is... Aha, so this is the incident you mentioned earlier.
Mr. Prosecutor, this man, this, childhood friend of yours, is our prime suspect. Of what, you ask? Of the murder of a man who had snuck into this embassy. Mask to Mask the Second.
Mask to Mask the Second.
Dead.
Wow. Bringing back a lot, huh? Only Larry could get himself into yet another mess as fine as this. But no matter what the facts seem to say, Larry is not the type to commit murder. Still, it's a rather daunting stroke of misfortune I've struck. I have to prove that Larry Butts is innocent of all wrongdoing. Great, that's what we're doing here, I guess. I guess I can be this guy now, since I don't have another character.
Sure.
Shifu, we have identified the victim!
Good work. I'll take the report now.
Agent Lang, would you mind if I took a peek at it as well?
What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't get in my way.
Come on, just a peek. Come on, you know me you want me to take just a peek. A little peek.
I'll be your old friend or something. There's only enough flesh here to feed one wolf. And that one is me.
Wow, graphic.
So no, you may not take a little peek-see.
Just a little peeky
Peeksy
weeky.
is crazy.
But Agent Lang!
Please with a cherry on top.
Oh my god, another character for you to voice.
Yes. Hooray, I love this guy. Agent Lang. For you, a well-known investigator such as myself, to take a look. Ah, yes, of course. To let the detective see the file.
It's a good thing Gumshoe also isn't in this scene, or else you'd have a lot of characters.
You'd have the Yessie problem.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're Detective Bad.
You're Prosecutor Mr. Edgeworth, right?
Fancy meeting you here, Detective.
you weren't expecting me.
Well, I guess it makes sense since, KG8 incident.
Ever since that day 7 years ago, chased after the Yatagarasu, non-stop. I even pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop, in case a card was ever found.
What incredible dedication to the case.
Detective Bad knows the Yatagarasu's MO very well. And his passion for the case hasn't died down in these 7 long years.
He's probably, the one who knows the most.
Pretty much. It's something I can respect. I have to ask, are you gonna make an ally out of this prosecutor? My only goal is to arrest the Yatagarasu. If you can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share info with him.
I'm in your debt, Detective Bad. About the murder of Mask Damask II, would you be willing to film... or of Damask II? Damask II! Would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details?
When the Yatagarasu showed up, Agent Lang and I took ourselves off guard duty. And put ourselves in charge of directing things at the crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos. Damask II, he broke into this embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or another.
And I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone else in the room? Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, Detective?
That samurai.
Of the steel variety, yes. He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reason you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he is completely harmless.
Well, it's just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest. Tonight, here at Alabastian Embassy, Ambassador Alba was to give a commemorative speech. And that's when the Yatagarasu showed up. Keep in mind, the Yatagarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats for the guests who had been called to sit in them were empty.
A no-show. Who was it that failed to take their seat?
The Steel Samurai. Till the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at the time.
And where was he?
He was on the roof, with one of his legs down the chimney.
My god.
Look at his picture.
Yeah.
It's so disturbing.
Very.
Look at his
Larry.
face. He thinks this is a good idea.
Nice shorts, Larry.
That chimney leads directly into this room.
Ugh. Larry Butts, you've really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking?
He was just going for a nice little walk.
In any case, I believe it's high time for me to start my investigation. Let's fucking go! Hold on, I have to step on each corpse numerous times. That's how I learn. So this is the victim, Damask II.
What is his gaudy outfit?
You don't know about Mask to Mask?
No, she wasn't really in that game.
Nope.
She did show up, but...
A few months ago, this thief caused a lot of havoc in the populace.
So this thief is separate from the Yatagarasu.
I thought they they were for a while, because their MO and targets were different. The mask likes highly valuable trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy is his signature. Gumshoe was in charge of that investigation, so he'd know more about mask to mask.
That's alright. Well, I'd probably hear out tales of his failure anyway.
I'm right here.
You haven't changed a bit, I see.
In any case, let's get started, shall we? I won't... hold on. What part should I say? Rest. It's important for the body and the mind.
He's only sending his hand.
What? I don't think so. I just, like, ignore it.
It's just a potato chip bag.
What is he holding? It looks like a potato chip bag. It would appear that the direction on how to reach this room were written by hand. There is something written on the back as well.
I'd like you to steal this primitive statue in this room. What is that supposed to mean? Who writes a note to themselves like that?
If I had to guess from the text, it would say that I would say that this is actually a request from someone about what to steal. Just who's the person that was requested the theft of the primitive statue? I'm glad they clarified that this is like not the real mask, the mask.
Yeah, I'd be really sad.
I'd be so sad.
A little upsetty.
Devastated.
I thought that Damask had quit the business. Oh yeah, explain it to us.
This guy is just a copycat using the name. A phony successor.
Oh, thank God.
He's just another petty thief. His real identity is an out-of-work guy by the name of Pa Shi Nu. He's 29 and wanted on larceny charges.
Cool.
His clothes and what he was carrying, we determined that this guy's the real Damascus II.
The cause of death appears to be the loss of blood from the back of his head. It seems that he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. So this is the murder weapon in this case.
There's blood on the blade. It's a rather sweeping sword, isn't it?
What did you expect? It's Steel Samurai Daddy's secondary weapon. What do you expect? It's Daddy's weapon.
Great.
I only call it his secondary because although he uses his sword in most of his battles, it is his trusty samurai spear that he turns to in a real fight.
You sure know quite a bit about the Steel Samurai.
That's only because I saw the stage show earlier. It's the only reason. It's just like he's like trying to convince everyone that he doesn't record it on his DVR every Saturday.
Yeah.
The owner of this sword is the Steel Samurai, or in other words, Larry. I feel like recording things on your DVR is something that is very quickly going to like date us.
Yeah.
As like Gen Z. That's gonna be the thing that Gen Alpha's gonna be like, I don't know what that is. What's that all about? Because now, like, you just stream things on your TV. No recording. Anyway, I should probably ask him about it, as detrimental as it is to proving him innocent. Alright, got everything here?
Do we look at the cloth or not? Or I don't know if that's important.
The cloth?
The
Oh,
one by the that thing.
yeah, that is, I was thinking, like, hold on a second. I suppose this was the wrapping the cloth Damask used to carry stolen goods, but there is nothing wrapped in it now. I guess he never did manage to get his hands on whatever it was he was out to steal. Nothing about that. There are a couple of things that I could. Not a single shred of fashion sense in Damask's costume. Rude. Well, I can at least appreciate the great effort must have put into making it.
You do not know. You can buy this costume almost anywhere now.
It's being sold? Since when?
This is around New Year's. The streets are practically flooded with them.
Eh.
Turns out, the mask is a lot more popular than I thought he'd be.
This is a good
I can't believe that foolish fools who dress in fool's clothing to act foolishly.
We got your point about very foolish's back, Francisca.
I think we examined enough here.
Yeah.
Look at the knife rack.
I also gotta talk to Larry, right?
Yeah.
There are some weapons displayed on the wall, a crossbow, and under that, a set of knives bearing a flower motif. They must be the counterparts to the Babalese knives. Which means that the blades inside these scabbards should match the blades that was used to kill Mr. Cochin. Alright, I'm inspecting. Until the feeling of not yet, but almost. Well, I want to look at the statue. Spot absolutely no difference between this primitive statue and Babal's. Well, if you... then you're stupid! Because this one's, like, cleaner. Not...
This statue's face looks a bit like that custom tail that you like, Toma.
or maybe, like, less
To be fair, there wasn't fire on the other side. I only wonder why you Americans have such an affinity for this kind of face.
That is... I feel like one of the only times that they say American.
Yeah.
The statue wasn't made by an American, you know. At least I don't suspect so. I just
the knives.
noticed this.
He looks like
Oh, I
him,
didn't
doesn't
mean to. But it's scary. Yesy?
What plant is this supposed to be? What's
Francis-
that plant supposed to be?
Francis, can't you see that it's supposed to be the likeness of Ambassador Alba?
Miles Edras, as a subordinate, you have a lot of nerve telling me what to see. Forward to your salary assessment next month.
Edgeworth is all like, oh shit, oh fuck, this is what it feels like. You're deluding yourself
But
if you think that you have any
no.
control over that.
But it will give Edgeworth no self-reflection. Not at all.
I was kind of hoping for a moment of self-reflection. Knives, he's all like, no, I'm justified every time I do it. Knives adorned with flowers are on display here. I suspect that these are counterparts to the Babalese knives. The blades of these knives should match the blade of the... You said this. One of the knives is missing its blade. Let's see if the two pieces, the blade and the handle, fit each other.
It appears as if they fit together quite well, almost seamlessly.
Then this means that an Alabastian knife did find its way into the ball. But how? Do I want to investigate any of those other things?
Or do we,
Can we deduce?
I think we can deduce with the... Well, first you have to look at the spear, I think, actually.
Okay. It's the Steel Samurai's primary weapon, the Samurai Spear.
Isn't it awesome? I totally fell for this thing. It's sleek, shiny, just like my heart.
When I used to watch, like, Power Rangers as a kid, I was always like, I would just like want, if I had a lot of money I'd buy a warehouse full of the props used in those shows.
Yeah.
So I relate to this.
It comes with you like whoosh. When you hold it, you just want to live life like, yeah.
I would love if Edgeworth's like, I feel you, my man. You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Although, it is just as Larry says, the spear is quite the symbol of valor. However, speaking of spears, aren't you supposed to use them like thrusting the point straight at your opponent? I'm not entirely convinced the spear is up to the task.
What's wrong, Edgy? You're just kind of staring off into the distance. Oh, I get it.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell the studio to make you one, okay? But this one's mine.
It's really excited. You know, the spear is the perfect medium between a man's fascination with swords and sticks. You put them together.
True.
You get spears. There's not enough appreciation for that.
So true. Real shit.
Did I say anything about wanting one?
He does want one.
But I do. Maybe I can shut him up if I show him a piece of evidence that will point to something about the spear.
There is something you can deduce with the spear.
Okay. Is it the blade?
It's a little abstract, but you can deduce with the spear.
This blade that's coming out of the spear.
Yeah.
Is it like one of the knives?
Basically, you know it's supposed to be straight, right?
Yeah.
Spear.
Yeah.
So, is there anything in your evidence that could say that? So,
This. The
there you go.
autograph with the
See?
picture.
Yeah, it's a little more abstract, but
Yeah.
there you go.
It gets across the point. The funny thing is, like, we've seen other art that Larry's done and it's good, and that drawing is simply not.
Larry, about the spear.
Oh, are you feeling it? Bam!
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Are you feeling it now, Miles Edgeworth?
I'm really feeling it.
I thought there was something strange about the spear. It's crazy how you cannot watch that episode, just...
Yeah.
And I, get it, but... I do have, the first 3 seasons on DVD, so I can watch it whenever. Tell me, Larry, is it just me, or is the spear a bit bent?
What? No way. It's exactly as it should be, yo.
Don't yell me. I have here an autograph you wrote for me earlier. Now take a good look at this which you drew with your own hands. You can see that the spear is clearly of a different shape. What do you have to say to that, mister?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go to your
When
room.
I was man, all of a sudden, I feel super powerful.
Listen, I get it.
During practice, I was spinning around and around, and yeah, it just hit the wall.
I believe this is an embassy!
But I've always been like that, ever since I was a kid. One time, on an overnight field trip, I brought this fake sword and I played with it late at night. Oh, I'm just a useless, hard-blooded man.
We love useless men.
Whoa. Useless, hot-blooded men.
The being useless is more attractive than being I do like how I was making the joke about like how the masculine urge to pick up a stick and use it as a sword, but like, I mean, the game knows.
The game knows.
Larry, clarify that for me, will you? Duncan.
Okay, so it was some field trip, and I began to shadow fight myself, and
Not that. I meant what you said earlier about spinning the spear and hitting the wall.
oh, that. Oh, that's no biggie. It's not like I left a hole in it or anything.
That's not why I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt that a move as simple as spinning it around would cause it to bend. I was thinking...
Man, you're so naive.
I was, like, kind of... like... in my brain thinking, like... yeah, a metal spear hitting a wall would probably put a hole in it. The wall would give way before the spear.
Yeah.
What? Where did that come from?
Well, you keep calling it a samurai spear. But it's not real. You can't really fight someone with it.
Oh.
Because it's hollow on the inside.
Yeah, I guess. That also makes sense.
You could hit it against practically anything, and it would bend.
Is that so? Edgeworth is all like, I thought it was real this entire time.
He's so disappointed. Don't tell me you thought it was real. Oh, but don't take it the wrong way. I just think that part of your personality is kind of cute.
I see. Your friendship truly is something special, Miles Edgeworth.
That's not friendship, it's utter humiliation. I'm That picture in my log looks way more bent than it does here. I feel like they could have illustrated this being bent better in this picture. Anyway, do we have to
We're
look the
done with
crossbow?
that. There. No, not the crossbow, but the next thing to look. Actually, I think we should. I think we can talk to Larry about the samurai sword.
Okay.
We have to like show it to him, I think.
Larry, there are a few things I need to ask you about. Unfortunately, I need to talk to you.
Hey, how about that? I've got a few things I gotta ask you too.
What is it?
It's like both you and him. How is it that the two of you always manage to have some cute or hot girl by your side?
Phoenix somewhere like across the city looks up and is like, I'm being talked about.
It's like,
Someone's talking about me.
He's like, why do I get this weird feeling that someone's talking about me?
It's the sneeze joke.
Yeah,
And
so-
why do I get the feeling someone's being weird about Maya and me being friends? Who I've definitely talked to before about this.
I also just like in our headcanons, it's like how do we manage to have a hot girl by our side? It's simple. You must be gay.
Francie.
Gay,
What about
gay non-threatening
promise
boys.
Yeah. What about
And
promise?
Francie, what about the promise you made to me?
Promise? A promise?
You know, the one where you said you'd model for my next book, Francie's Wibbity Whip Trip?
That was said.
That was said. I made no such promise.
Ever since grade school, we've had a certain saying about Larry. When something smells, it's usually the butts. So, I feel like that's the first running joke in this entire franchise. Because it is said really early on. And it's still being said to this day. One needs look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers. An impressive title. As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Larice Donim now?
That's Dunim. Luis Dunim. Get that straight in your head, Edgy.
He just comes in to just whip him.
Now I remember. It was that rude, pale imitation of a real artist.
He's got skills.
You got it all wrong. I gave up on that whole Larice business. Besides, when Bangelino left me and my heart was in pieces.
Bangelina.
That's when Mindy walked into my life. She's been so good to me that I wanted to help her in some way. And I figured I could go through this Steel Samurai outfit.
Well, it made blathering makes less and less sense each time we meet.
I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as the Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess. People who are, like, part-time workers in this world have so many jobs.
They really
Yeah.
do.
They need to, like, settle.
They have a lot of time on their hands.
Well, I'm just more like... I mean, like, I haven't hopped between too many jobs in my life. I couldn't imagine job hopping like they do.
Yeah. They make it look really easy.
Yeah. He who attempts to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess.
You got it. I knew you knew what I meant, Edgy.
Not really. It's not so much as I understood. A simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry. Larry, I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight.
Confess? Hey! Don't tell me you suspect me too!
Nonsense. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. For past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event.
Edgy! How can you be so mean, stabbing me with your words like that?
Unfortunately, I don't have the time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time, so I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, usually to get Larry to talk, you have to, like, go on a whole quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh, just stop Francie from whipping me from behind.
It's about the journey.
So, I guess you know what I did, right, Edgy?
I can't even begin to imagine. However, I imagine that whatever you are up to was probably beyond my imagination. So will you tell me what exactly you did, Larry?
Nope, not yet, Edgy. It was like more than that to lose my lips. A lot more!
Confess now.
Okay. Well, I was up on the roof.
He was really on the roof? And why exactly were you up there?
Oh, you know. That wintry custom and the legendary hero.
Wintry. It's not wintry. I don't know what that means, though.
Cold? Legendary?
Hold on, I'm looking it up. Hold on. Hero.
You know,
It is
Santa
wintry?
Claus.
Is that how you spell that?
Yeah.
I'm crazy. Crazy things that we've learned today.
Santa.
Close.
I wanted to do that thing he does, so I climbed up on one of the chimneys. But when I got there was smoke pouring out of the chimney.
Cool. And?
Well, I couldn't go down the chimney with the smoke coming up, right? So I gave up.
Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right?
Yes, I know that. I did graduate from junior high, you know.
Larry was just like, what? You know that shot from Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
What?
They do this all
Now,
yeah.
I know that sounds bad.
Now, I know that sounds bad. Then you should also understand this. If Santa was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history, and I'd have him behind bars because I'm the best prosecutor there is, baby!
Aw, crud.
It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as a prime suspect in this murder.
Come on, man. What's so wrong with pretending to be Santa?
Let's start with the fact that it will be the Ides of March in a matter of hours.
I'm putting that in the
Oh my god.
Santa only visits home on December 24th. That's in December, you nitwit. Almost
all
Christmas
it is,
means it's
nitwit.
not Christmas.
Almost the Ides of March means Caesar is not yet dead.
No! Hey, wait a second. We're not in court.
Okay. Well, we got one piece of information from it. Larry, about the samurai sword that was used as the murder weapon.
Oh, that.
I think we'll have time to finish talking to Larry, and then do some logic, and then maybe that's it?
Actually, I think when we're done talking with Larry, that'll be the time to cut it off.
Yeah, because the logic might lead
Yeah.
into other things.
I agree.
Yeah.
I will forget about everything, but okay. Oh, that.
It'll be fine.
Oh, that's you.
Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in his room, you know.
Yes, apparently you did.
And, well, I totally forgot about it and left it behind when I left afterwards. Do you want to talk about shock? I was the most shocked of all when I heard it killed someone. Right.
Foolish fool, looking especially foolish for foolishly starting a foolish excuse. You forgot to take something that big with you? Who would believe such a tale?
Mildwood.
Sorry, Miss Von Karma, but I believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry.
Edgy, you believe me?
I believe in the incompetence that you have.
I just knew our friendship was something special.
Anyway, even if Larry had simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that in no way clears his name. Which means that I will have to prove his innocence from a different angle. Okay. Do we even have enough logic to do anything with it?
No,
we do not.
don't. Not right now.
Alright, we'll have to talk to some other people. Maybe Bad.
We'll leave it here.
There we go. Save, please.
Woo!
Alright. That was fun. I am actually... This case is fun so far. This is... Okay, it's me. So, that was fun. This case has a lot of, returning characters that... Or from the rest of the game. They're all... Having them all interact is fun. Like, Bad and Shilong. And also we have Larry! Yay! But we will be back hopefully Saturday?
Yes.
For more of this, so we can finish this case, and then we'll be able to move on to 2. So, I hope you guys, liked it. If you did like the stream, we didn't say that anywhere, but, you know, it lets me know that you guys are enjoying the stuff, and subscribe so you don't miss the next stream.
Yeah, like the stream, subscribe.
But until next time, have a good one, everyone. I'm gonna go play Sonic.
Yeah.
Yep.